Welcome to Leonardo DiCaprio's Malibu retreat, where nature meets elegance. Here, every detail tells a story of purpose, a life built in harmony with the earth. To understand this Malibu retreat, we trace it back to the source, Leonardo DiCaprio's career, the roles and risks that shaped both his name and this life on the coast. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born in Los Angeles on November 11, 1974. The only child of a cartoonist and a legal secretary who separated when he was a child. He grew up in a city full of contrasts. The golden lights of Hollywood on one side, cracked sidewalks and street art on the other. His mother, Irmeline, became his anchor, taking him to libraries, museums, and long walks past studios where whispers of another life arose. At age 10, he pursued auditions with quiet determination. The early years were not glamorous, constant rejections, short appearances, and countless almost moments. But resilience became his trademark. At 14, a small Mattel commercial for Matchbox cars finally broke the chain of rejection. Soon he was appearing in commercials for Bubble Yum and Kraft Foods, and then TV roles in The New Lassie and Growing Pains. Each step honed his instincts, acting not from imitation, but from feeling. His real breakthrough came in 1993. What's Eating Gilbert Grape introduced a 19-year-old DiCaprio to raw, fearless talent. Too young to be skeptical, too sincere to ignore. The Oscar nomination that followed wasn't a fluke. It was recognition. Hollywood had found someone who could make vulnerability powerful. Then a wave of fame hit. Romeo plus Juliet made him a cultural icon. Titanic made him a global phenomenon, the face of an era, adored in American cinema. But instead of succumbing to fame, DiCaprio shied away from it. He sought out stories that challenged him, not just celebrated him. The 2000s marked his transformation. Guided by Scorsese, challenged by Nolan. The Aviator, The Departed, Inception, The Wolf of Wall Street. Each performance a mirror of ambition, obsession, and humanity. He didn't just play powerful men. He showed what that power can cost. And then came The Revenant, a film about survival, yes, but also about perseverance, both on screen and off. The cold of the wilderness, the silence, the relentless shooting, all felt like a metaphor for his own journey. Decades of patience and perseverance. When he finally won his Oscar in 2016, it wasn't a triumphant cry. It was a soft exhalation. The sound of a man who had deserved every second of it. After decades of transforming himself for the screen, Leonardo DiCaprio has found a rare kind of quiet, a life grounded in nature and intention, far from Hollywood's constant noise. Now, let's step inside his Malibu home, where simplicity meets the sea. Luxury resort on Malibu Beach. If you've ever wondered what Hollywood luxury looks like when grounded in simplicity, step inside Leonardo DiCaprio's Malibu Beach estate, a $23 million estate coastal masterpiece that blends architecture, art, and sustainability. Tucked away at the end of a private road in Paradise Cove, this 1.2-acre retreat sits high above the ocean, where sea breeze and sunlight meet in quiet balance. From the first glimpse, it's clear the home wasn't designed to impress. It was designed to breathe. With sweeping views of Point Dume and Escondido Beach, the estate captures the best of California living, open, natural, and effortlessly elegant. The house follows a graceful mid-century Palm Springs style, its soft T-shaped roofline rising over clean horizontal lines and open glass walls. It's a home that invites light from every direction, transforming each hour of the day into its own small performance. Morning light spills through the east windows, touching the French oak floors. By afternoon, the maple ceilings glow with warmth, and in the evening, reflections from the Pacific shimmer across the glass. A gated circular driveway winds through tropical landscaping, leading to a calm entryway framed by bamboo and palms. Inside, the transition feels seamless. One step through the door and the horizon appears in full view. Floor-to-ceiling glass panels reveal the ocean beyond the pool deck, stretching all the way to the sky's edge. The atmosphere is modern yet tranquil. Open-plan rooms finished in cork veneer accents and soft wood textures that make luxury feel lived in, not displayed. The main living room is the heart of the house, an airy, vaulted space where the ocean feels like an extension of the floor. A freestanding fireplace, clad in handcrafted Heath ceramic tiles, divides the lounge from the covered terrace, creating a natural flow between indoors and out. Evenings here seem easy to imagine. Quiet laughter under warm light, the sound of waves replacing the city's constant hum. Next to it, the dining area opens into a sleek, custom-designed kitchen by Miele. A large skylight above the Carrara Marble Island floods the space with daylight, while minimalist cabinetry and subtle metallic details add a sense of understated refinement. Everything feels intentional. Every surface, every angle serving both function and calm beauty. The primary suite, set apart from the main living area, opens directly onto the pool terrace through sliding glass walls. Mornings here begin with sunlight over the ocean. Nights end with the sound of surf drifting through half-open doors. The adjoining bathroom mirrors that serenity. Wide mirrors, pale stone finishes, and an indoor-outdoor layout that turns a simple shower into a moment of retreat. 2 guest bedrooms occupy a separate wing, each filled with natural light and ocean air. One opens to the backyard, another to a small terrace framed by native plants. Both carry the same restrained elegance as the rest of the house, quiet luxury built not from excess, but from attention. Outside, the backyard unfolds like a private resort. The swimming pool, outlined with stone decking, mirrors the shifting colors of the Malibu sky. A broad, entertaining area stretches nearby, perfect for dinner gatherings that flow easily from kitchen to terrace. The landscape design is lush but unforced. Tropical trees, neatly cut lawns, and winding stone paths that lead to private corners, places to read, meditate, or simply watch the sunset. Toward the front, a 2-car garage blends discreetly into the property's minimalist facade. Inside are hidden storage spaces for surfboards, electric bikes, and gear for coastal living. Nearby stands a detached guest house, a compact sanctuary with its own kitchenette and bathroom. It can serve as a studio, an office, or a quiet gym, a reflection of DiCaprio's preference for utility that feels personal, not showy. This isn't a home built to impress. It's a retreat designed to breathe. Every space, from the quiet pool deck to the open kitchen, reflects the same rhythm, calm, grounded, and quietly brilliant. And beyond those glass walls, another side of DiCaprio's life hums to life. A collection of cars that mirrors his taste for design, innovation, and purpose. Car collection. The first in Leonardo DiCaprio's collection was a Toyota Prius, a car known not for its luxury, but for its meaning. Long before Hollywood embraced the electric car dream, DiCaprio quietly drove his silver Prius through Los Angeles, often spotted alone on the Pacific Coast Highway. For him, it wasn't about image, it was about conviction. The Prius, with its hybrid engine and low noise level, became a symbol of the actor's early environmentalism. Reporters called it the green car of the stars, but for Leonardo, it was simply the right way to get around. Today, it's worth a modest $25,000, but still priceless when it comes to his priorities: purpose over fame. Next came the Tesla Model S, a leap forward both technologically and spiritually. DiCaprio was one of the first Hollywood advocates for Elon Musk's vision of electric vehicle performance. He first took delivery of his Model S in the mid-2000s, reportedly driving it down Sunset Boulevard after a meeting about climate initiatives. With a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 3.1 seconds and a top speed of 124 miles per hour, the car gave him something few others could: silence and speed. He often described the experience as untainted power. With a current price tag of around $95,000, the Model S is both a daily driver and a testament to what clean energy can be. The third car in his lineup is the Polestar 2, a car that reflects DiCaprio's current phase: sophisticated, smart, and casual. Built by Volvo's performance division, it's a 408-horsepower electric fastback with a distinctly Scandinavian minimalist style. The dual motors deliver effortless acceleration, perfect for an actor who's ditched the red carpet for quieter climbs. Estimated value? $65,000. But for him, design philosophy is more important than brand. Then there's the Porsche Cayenne S, an outlier, proof that even an environmentalist likes a little excitement. Its 434-horsepower twin-turbo V6 makes it one of the most dynamic SUVs on the road, and DiCaprio is often spotted taking weekend trips to the Santa Monica Mountains. He's been seen driving it with friends after Lakers games, the roar of the engine echoing through the California night air. Priced at around $90,000, it's a balance: performance and practicality, power handled responsibly. The Volvo XC90 T8. Plug-in hybrid is a marriage of his beliefs and lifestyle. A 400-horsepower SUV with both gasoline and electric power, it's the car he uses for long family trips or when guests visit his Malibu resort. Inside, the minimalist interior, soft Napa leather, pale wood, subtle chrome, matches his taste for clean design and sustainability. Priced at nearly $80,000, the XC90 isn't a statement. It's purpose-built comfort. Finally, the Audi Q3 completes the collection: compact, elegant, and quietly efficient. This is the car you'll see around Los Angeles every day, whether running errands or commuting. Its 228-horsepower turbocharged engine purrs quietly, and its understated demeanor perfectly suits who DiCaprio is today: calm, deliberate, and composed. At around $40,000, it's the kind of car that blends easily into traffic, and maybe that's the point. These cars don't just tell a story of luxury, they also reflect his upbringing. From a young actor driving a Prius to a global icon of eco-living, each one reflects his values: performance with purpose, innovation with integrity, and movement driven by conviction. Behind the flashy exterior of each car is what has built his huge fortune: hard work, patience, and a quiet faith. Income and net worth. Leonardo DiCaprio stands today among Hollywood's most powerful names, a man whose art has earned him more than $300 million, and whose fortune tells a story not of excess, but of evolution. Every figure behind his wealth is tied to a moment that shaped him. Each deal, each film, a reflection of the way he's learned to balance purpose with power. It all changed with Titanic. At just 22, DiCaprio accepted a modest $2.5 million salary, a risk for a young actor stepping into one of the biggest productions of its time. But behind the quiet smile was sharp instinct. He negotiated a small cut of the film's profits, just 1.8% of the gross. When Titanic sailed past box office records, that clause turned into a $40 million windfall. The deal became Hollywood legend, a lesson that in DiCaprio's career, patience often pays more than the spotlight. From there, his numbers rose with his name. The early 2000s were a golden run. $20 million each for The Beach, Catch Me If You Can, The Aviator, The Departed, and Blood Diamond. These weren't just paychecks. They were validations of control, proof that DiCaprio could command studios while choosing stories that mattered. In 2010, he made another calculated move. For Inception, he accepted a smaller base salary in exchange for a share of the profits. When the film exploded worldwide, That bet earned him close to $60 million, one of the highest single-film payouts in movie history. Even as the industry shifted, DiCaprio's instincts stayed sharp. He took a pay cut to star in Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, earning around $10 million, a decision driven less by money than by legacy. By 2021, Netflix's Don't Look Up paid him $30 million, proof that even in the streaming era, his name alone could still move global audiences. But DiCaprio's wealth doesn't end where the credits roll. Over the years, he's built a quiet empire beyond acting, from luxury endorsements to sustainable ventures that mirror his environmental advocacy. As the face of Tag Heuer, he's lent his image to timeless design. In Japan, he fronted campaigns for Jim Beam and high-end credit brands, deals rumored to earn him several million each. In business, he moved early, investing in Beyond Meat before it went public, and in BYD, a Chinese electric car company long before EVs became fashionable. Each move, though profitable, reflected something deeper, a belief that money can carry meaning when it aligns with conscience. His story of wealth isn't about how he spends, it's about what he stands for. Every role and investment built more than fortune. They built freedom, the kind that lets him choose purpose over luxury. Today, that freedom fuels something greater, his mission to give back and protect the planet that shaped him. Philanthropy. For Leonardo DiCaprio, giving back isn't about fame, it's instinct. Growing up amid Hollywood's glamour and grit, he learned early how beauty and hardship coexist, a contrast that shaped his lifelong sense of purpose. After Titanic made him a global name in 1998, he turned success into stewardship. The Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation was born that same year, built on one simple conviction: to help promote and sustain the long-term vitality of all of the Earth's inhabitants. It started with small grants and bold ideas, then grew into a global network funding over 70 projects in more than 40 countries, protecting wildlife, preserving oceans, and restoring damaged ecosystems. The total impact has surpassed $80 million, but the real measure is quieter. Forests reborn, species saved, and communities given back their future. In 2015, DiCaprio took that mission further, pledging $15 million to support innovative conservation groups, from National Geographic's Pristine Seas, protecting untouched waters, to Clearwater, defending millions of acres of Ecuadorian rainforest. His approach isn't just financial, it's deeply personal. Inspired by Al Gore's environmental activism, he's become one of Hollywood's most persuasive voices for the planet, using his platform not for spectacle, but for urgency. But his generosity extends beyond the natural world. In Los Feliz, where his childhood memories linger, DiCaprio funded a community computer center on the site of his former home, a quiet tribute to where it all began. When disaster struck elsewhere, he was quick to act. $1 million to Haiti relief, another to victims of Hurricane Harvey. The pattern is unmistakable. When the world breaks, he shows up to help mend it. His legacy of giving mirrors the life he's built, measured, mindful, and deeply human. Away from the spotlight, that same instinct for balance defines the man himself. Now, beyond the causes and the cameras, let's step into Leonardo DiCaprio's personal world. The quiet spaces where purpose meets peace. Personal life. Today, Leonardo DiCaprio lives his life on his own terms. Quieter, slower, and more deliberate than the dizzying years that defined his career. Between projects, he splits his time between Los Angeles and Malibu, finding comfort in routine and privacy. Mornings often begin with a bike ride along the beach or a tennis match with close friends. Fame, once a force that followed him everywhere, has softened into something distant, a noise he no longer needs to worry about. His relationships have always attracted public attention, sometimes more than the films he stars in. Over the years, he has shared his life with some of the most recognizable women in the world: Gisele Bündchen, Bar Raffaele, Toni Garn, and Camilla Morrone. Each relationship reflects a stage in his life: the fiery spark of youth, the steady confidence of adulthood, and now, the calm of self-assurance. These days, DiCaprio seems more comfortable observing life unfold than focusing on acting. Off-screen, he lives with a deliberate simplicity. His circle remains small and solid: longtime friends like Tobey Maguire and Lucas Haas, and a close network of environmentalists and artists. They share dinners at dimly lit restaurants, light-hearted conversations about cinema and climate, or relaxed evenings in Malibu homes overlooking the ocean. These aren't the parties of early Hollywood fame, but moments that stick with him: laughter, reflection, and a rare sense of ease. He still travels for work and participates in environmental causes, but his off-duty life leans toward quiet. Friends describe him as thoughtful, reserved, and sometimes elusive. He often retreats for weeks into nature, hiking through the Alps, scuba diving in the Galapagos Islands, or spending time alone on the beach, where he finds peace in the sound of waves instead of applause. And that's Leonardo DiCaprio today. Not just a movie legend, but a man who has learned the art of slow living. Fame, money, noise, all reduced to make room for what really matters: purpose, peace, and the people who stay. If you enjoyed this glimpse into his world, don't leave just yet. Like, share, and subscribe for more of Hollywood's most compelling life stories. Trust me, the next one is worth watching.